is Simon. And Isabelle is an absolute demon in this game, so I'm loving the holy water trying to purify her out of here. Like this, everybody out here like, oh, Isabelle's so cute. Isabelle's adorable. I want to protect Isabelle. Have you been edge guarded by this character before? She ain't cute. This girl a monster.
Yeah, I really liked what Nika was doing there, just using the whip at first and not throwing up the cross or any projectiles due to the fact that Isabelle does have pocket, but immediately does start going back to the cross game.
Yo, this jab reset. That was actually hyped by nature right there. So one thing you may not know here is that if Isabelle goes ahead and pockets Holy Fire, that's it. You lose Holy Fire until Isabelle throws it. You can only have one out. It's kind of like Diddy's Bananas or Rob's Gyro. You just lose the projectile. So he's being very judicious with Holy Water. But that only works if you catch the bottle. If you catch the fire, then you're good with it.
Right. No, that makes sense.
So you've already seen Nika make like a couple upsets with this character. A lot of people kind of wrote off the Belmonts after like week 2, but I mean, this character still has amazingly oppressive tools if you are at edge.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And again, Nika going back to pretty much just this whip zoning, not using the projectiles very much, using them pretty sparingly, all things considered. And due to the fact that that's one of Simon's most powerful tools, it does make neutral a little bit different for him versus Isabelle.
Yeah, I mean, his projectile game is really on point, but I'd actually like to see him use things like cross and not necessarily axes. But as I'm saying, I'd like to see him use cross. He goes ahead and uses fire right there and gets that ledge pressure. My God, that's good. So getting into, we see 119. So Isabelle, not really the strongest character when it comes to kill confirms. So nature may struggle to take this unless he gets a hand on one of these projectiles. Okay, fishing and getting the edge set up there. Okay, I'm loving that. Forcing Nika to recover high and then just covering it with one of his aerials.
All right, currently pretty even. Grab's gonna miss, but then so is the first whip.
And then just snatches it. Like, listen, I'll take that. You don't really want that. I need another projectile.
Yeah, I actually really like that that Nika's first option as far as projectiles is going for this cross, due to the fact that the holy water is something he wants to use a little bit more sparingly. But yeah, like those are the situations he wants it in.
Oh my God, that axe is actually going to take it. That was a really long death animation. I thought that Isabelle was coming back, but no such luck. Axes are a strong projectile, and they do cover dodges, so you have to worry if you're trying to recover high with an air dash. All right, neutral air trying to follow it up with that upwards tilted forward aerial. Not quite getting it, though. And it looks like Nika needs to tighten up his fastfalls, actually. We've seen a couple times where he doesn't short hop fastfall the neutral air properly. I don't know if it's because he's going for the drag downs or if it's that he's actually overshooting Isabelle. Because Isabelle's a short character. Isabelle's got that Pichu privilege where if you're not on point with your aerial positioning, you're just not going to hit her.
Indeed. You know, one thing I'm curious about is what is the point, or what is sort of the purpose of pocketing cross at all?
So it just gives you another projectile. One thing that nature has told me time and time again is that Isabelle is not a camping character. Isabelle, other than Slingshot, the loss of a horizontal Lloyd rocket basically makes this character strictly inferior to Villager if you're trying to camp. Instead, you zone. So if you're going to go ahead and pocket the cross, it actually gives you more of a camping game. It gives you a way to not necessarily force approaches.
Ooh.
Okay, that's some Isabelle tech right there.
That's a thing?
All y'all bookmark that. Take a Twitch clip of that. Commit it to memory, because you can get drawn through the stage with fishing rod. That move is it is terrifying.
All right, there's a good use of the cross. Throw it straight through the holy water.
And suddenly we almost have an even game, only 30% separating these two.
All right, I would have liked to see the tech chase with the fair bear, because, I mean, that's one of the things that would cover pretty much every option.
Yes, sir.
Gonna up B at the wrong spot.
And then just go fishing. Okay, ooh. I'm loving that option. Let's go, nature. That was fantastic. What a reaction time by this man to go ahead and recognize the roll and then run backwards and catch that board smash. Thanks again, RK. Toss the mic off if you don't mind. So, solo commentary again, yours truly. Damn, it is a lonely night up here. But I'll keep y'all company here if you don't mind listening to me. Yeah. So, game 2, as we saw Nature make that really nice comeback basically on the back of his fishing rod play, which turned the game around on its head. We went from having this, I want to call it a commanding lead for Nika, to all of a sudden just the game being almost even. So now getting right back into it, we have just going back to stadium. Nika, I'm starting off by throwing the cross away. I'm loving that option. That's something that a lot of the Belmonts do that like day one Belmonts don't really think about. If you throw the cross backwards, it comes and follows you. That allows you to take space, and if somebody tries to grab you, they're going to have to account for the cross. It limits punishes that your opponent's trying. Great parry into double neutral air. Can't get the forward, or should be up tilt to finish that up or extend the combo string now. The Lloyd Rocket is down, so Nika has to back up, but I mean, he seems content to just back up, toss out a couple more of these whips. Lloyd is down, so now Nika can just go ahead and approach as needs be. Nature kind of like gets down for free a little bit though, and then just, okay, that preemptive up B almost felt the death of Nika. If Nature was just a second faster, he would have gotten it. But instead, Nature goes ahead and has to take edge and gets caught up in one of those edge guards with the Holy Water. Dash attack going to get punished with a grab into the platform. Nature again just a second too late, unable to take advantage of that situation. And then again, Holy Water into a combo. And this is just not ending here. Nika has seized control and doesn't look like he wants to give it up whatsoever. And that pocket attempt is getting slapped out. Listen, man, when in doubt, you must whip it. The man listened to the man, heard the song. The man knows what he needs to do. He must whip it. Back to edge for Nature, and again, Nika deciding just judiciously not to go ahead and toss out that fire and just basically say, hey, Nature, if you want to get back, you're going to have to go ahead and vary your get-up options because I'm going to toss out this axe, I'm going to toss out this whip. And then again, Nature tries to stall a little bit, but this might be it. Nope, 2 balloons. So there's a little bit of time when you can get a full up B back, and luckily Nature got it right there. Great tether option to get away from that axe, too. And suddenly he's out back on stage, but again, just forced across stage and then whipped. So now this is a complete turnaround here. This is Nature's lacking that flashy play to seize control, and instead we're seeing Nika just take command of center stage. Toss him off, and then yeah, falling there, that'll do. And one thing that hasn't really improved in the Belmont metagame is the fact that this character dies off stage. That second forward tilt was a little bit greedy. Nature is going to be able to get stage control back for that, but again, the fact that this character can always follow up a neutral air or what have you with a forward or back aerial kind of makes it so that Belmonts can just take stage control in a split second. Great up B is a reactive option to just, again, force Nature above. And then the down air, forcing the air dodge and then following up with that second. And Nature trying for that little, like, I'm going to go ahead and force attack, dash in, dash back, and then try to get that forward smash. But Nika got fooled once with that. He ain't going to get it again. Oh no, the air dodge. Luckily, he managed to make it back, and none of those projectiles hit the balloon. Good tether, but then Nika stands firm, hits him with a forward tilt. Tether again as Nika gets a little bit over-aggressive perhaps off stage. He's trying to end this. And there it is. The up tilt will do it at 160%. And you see Nika sitting up immediately. He's like, what's your ban? What's your ban? We're going to game 3. I should have had game 1 until you had that amazing fishing rod play. I'm trying to end this right now. Nika is obviously he's a player that plays with a lot of passion, and that sometimes leads him to getting tilted a little bit when a character like janks him out. And he is not trying to he's not trying to play a long set. All right, game 3, it looks like we're going Kalos. I'm digging the pick by Nature. It's going to give him a little bit more space. He's not going to be as pressured. As we saw really on that stage, we saw, like, Simon would force Isabelle at edge. Like, Isabelle would get 1 or 2 attempts to get back and usually get hit at least once. And if Simon was able to connect that weak straight hit into a back air or a forward air, immediately Isabelle gets forced all the way across the stage, and Nature has to fight again just to get back. So this stage, it's so much bigger that Isabelle's going to get more space. She's going to have less of a chance of just Nika seizing stage control from 1 or 2 stray hits. But as I say that, I mean 38% immediately. It seems like Nika is up to his old tricks of just dash dancing and just calling out anytime you try to hit anything with a forward air or back air. I'm loving the adaptation, though, in this matchup here by, as my co-commentator RK was saying, choosing not to spam projectiles, instead to spam that whip. So Nika manages to get back, and immediately he's just sitting right in that center stage, right in that circle. And Nature notices it, so he's basically calling out those dashes with the fishing rod, and then again calling out that linear aerial recovery. And the up B, the magnet hits coming in clutch, But the placed Lloyd Rocket, that's smart right there. But the up air did not kill at 170. That's a travesty right there. Back throw will do it, and that's 59%. This stage pick is paying dividends to Nature, it looks like. He's only at 60 here, stock 1, when he almost got 3-stocked, it looked like, earlier on in game 2. Max range fishing rod, trying to finish it a little bit cheekily with that aerial. But instead, getting a combo out of it and forcing Nika to just back up. A little bit overzealous there with that dash attack, and then Nature just, he's content to give up a little bit of space. Gets the force tech, tries for the forward smash, but Nika wisely just standard get-ups. Nature, I think you're going to go ahead and vary your options there. You've done the dash in, dash out 3 times in a row now. Nika definitely wise to that. But the other thing he's wise to is that air dodge option. It seems as though just anytime Nature tries the directional air dodge, Nika's just on it. Kind of like the nature of the beast, though. Isabelle has really no option at that space. Great tether option. Nature's read the option that Nika is basically using aerials to cover high. So he's immediately just going low and snapping edge immediately with that fishing rod. This time that directional air dodge was paying dividends there. Nice little snatch on the cross and toss it through the fire, trying to punish that little bit of a end lag on that move. Dash attack to again force a ledge option, but using the pocket invuln to dodge that. I see you, Nature. That was a nice tech. But even the back pull of Rod will grab you. And Nika gets tossed up, and he's on his last stock, game 3 here. As this has been a back and forth set here. Nature seems to have the adjustment. We're going to have to see if he's going to be able to finish this off with a 2-stock, or if Nika got the opportunity to go ahead and pull this one back. And he's going aggressive there, using that platform to just reset his jump and toss out these aggressive aerials. Parry, but can't get the up tilt, though. That's unfortunate. Look at the range on pocket. My God. You just can't even think about tossing out projectiles when this man's got the pocket ready. And hit you with that toy mallet, just like, listen, I know this doesn't do too much, but don't drop shield. And then again, just grab cross. Listen, if you're going to go ahead and throw it out, Nature will take that option. Double jump has to be used to dodge axe, but that will go ahead and allow Nika the time to set up that edge guard and snuff out that attempt at a normal get-up. So triple, okay, that's it. No fire now. So if you catch that object, if you catch the glass bottle, then all of a sudden the Belmonts can no longer use PK Fire. Or not PK Fire, Holy Fire, excuse me. But now Nature chooses to toss it. You're giving a tool back. I think that's a big mistake. I would have sat on that the rest of this match. Good air dodge back to just basically take a moment to set up Lloyd, but then Lloyd immediately gets stumped out by the axe. And now Nature's in a bit of an awkward spot of trying to get up from ledge against Belmonts. This is all of a sudden really close, 56%. I mean, this is not outside the realm of Nika getting 1 or 2 aerials or 1 or 2 like ledge guards or ledge trap opportunities here. And fishing rod's starting to look a little bit stale. I don't know if that's going to be as reliable of a kill option if you toss it out so often. And then again, Nature trying for that cheeky F smash, just not getting it there. Punishing the pocket. This is an even game. And then that's it. That wasn't even the sweet spot, and it finished it up. Nika gonna take game 3 in a nail biter. I mean, that was back and forth. My God.